Well, we're going to go through your 3-year-olds now real quick. Allure starts off the 3-year-olds. I think should be much, much better her next start. We found a few little issues with her after her first start that were causing her to get on the line pretty good. Would easily cause her to be a little lethargic. And I believe they've been rectified. So I suspect we'll find a little better effort. Not that she had a bad effort the other day, but a little better effort from Allure in her next start. Arrowhead Hanover was great again. I can't understand how this horse is able to do what he's doing. You know, we didn't take his liver count midweek because it really didn't matter. I knew it was going to be high, and I knew he was going to race. So, you know, I drove him the best I could, and I still can't believe, knowing that I've driven horses with high livers and how poorly they raced and how this horse raced. It really is a little surprising to me how good he was. He raced great. You know, we'd be raving about him if he win. We were a nose from doing that. But the horse raced very, very good the other day. Aunt Lily, interested to see how she'll race. Had a very sporadic summer, right? Issues with allergies and a little bit of bleeding, and just times where she raced good, and then other times where she raced flat. And I'm hoping that it's one of the times she races good this week in Delaware. Blue Ventura is in Wednesday night. I can't make it back Wednesday night, but Tyler Angus will drive him, I believe. He just needs to start back from us him to scratch him because he was sick 2 weeks ago. Captain Incredible will be back in on the 22nd or 23rd. We'll start him back up and race him throughout the fall, wherever we have to get him in, whether that be the Meadows or whether that be, I doubt it'll be Dayton, but whether it be the Meadows or potentially Ontario, then we'll wait and see which that is. How did I know that was going to kick me out? Well, it's my fault. I knew it was going to do that. So Captain Incredible, you know, he did school very, very well the last time I went with him. But I just said, you know what, I would rather have the horse fresh for the fall. There's no reason, we're not keeping him fresh right now for anything, so let's just turn him out and let him fill out just a hair. You're not going to have a ton of filling out as a 3-year-old in a 3-week layoff in the fall, but at the same time, a little bit of freshening up, and we'll bring him back in. Chicago Hall, I think I'm going to bring him over to Ohio, race him in either Dayton or race maybe over at the Meadows, or maybe, quite frankly, race him in Northfield. And I had mentioned New York a number of times. There's a good chance he may end up there also. For now, I just want to get him in races where he's going to be the favorite. He's not a contender in the Grassroots Series or the Gold Series, which that's fine. Still, for a horse that winning 53 as a 3-year-old and trots 55, 56 every week, it's not a bad animal. Unfortunately, it's just a deep division in Ontario right now. Foxy Seaside will race in Delaware next Thursday. We'll have her ready to go. I'm interested to see how she races over the Delaware surface. Freedom Hill is going to race on Monday also, I believe. She trained good the other day. I'm just hopeful that she puts her best foot forward on Monday afternoon. Where are we at here? Freedom Hill. Gaslight Hall, gave him a week off. Yeah, we could have sold him in the sale, and yeah, I could have probably got 28 for him, I guess. But he still had those 3 wins sitting there, and I just felt that we were selling them at a buyer's price with 3 wins for sure. Easy wins. It should be our least moderately easy wins left on his schedule. It just seemed like I wanted a bit more of a seller's price for him than that. We'll see if I regret that, but I just don't think we will. Gorgeous Package. Was she a little flat the other day? I felt she was. We haven't seen her blood work yet. We'll get that back tomorrow, but we'll see how Gorgeous Package is. She's going to race Thursday in Delaware also. I'm torn. Race her in the fair, race her in the Buckeye. If she wins the Buckeye, she's got a good shot at the Consolation. So I guess if our only path to racing in the Buckeye Consolation is for her to win the Buckeye, I guess we really should race her in the Buckeye, I suppose. So that's where she's going to race this week. Grand Slam Dio is in tonight at Northfield Park. Really, her brother just won the $200,000 invitation. As we get closer to the fall and as we get closer to Lexington, I don't know if we wait until after Lexington to sell Grand Slam Dio online, or do we just wait and put her in Harrisburg? I'm not sure the right course. I am trying to figure that out over the next couple of days, but We'll race her tonight. Maybe that will push me in a direction or another as we race tonight. We'll see. Nassau will bring him out of the field this week. He was sick. He had some real issues. He had some sickness. I would imagine it was probably lingering for a bit. I can't really tell you what it was. I know his first start, he felt powerful. His next two, he was lost. He just did not feel sharp. He felt very dull. We turned him out in the field just to freshen him up. Lo and behold, we get to bring him in. They said, Anthony, this horse is pouring snot and just seems sick. They took blood, treated him up. James came to me the other day, James Day, and said, hey, turn that horse out. He's ripping and tearing around the field. He feels good now. Good. So now it's time to bring him back in. Raging Hanover is in Delaware today, actually. They dropped him off in Delaware, and then Lauren is going to bring him, Dune, and Dios de la Danza home on the truck to Northfield. Raging Hanover will have a short stint probably in the Northfield area and then head to Ontario, I suspect. We'll see how he is this week. Woodmere Betcha got wiped out last night, cleaned out coming off the car. A little unfair, but that's racing. It happens. I believe she was 6th place 5th. She got a couple more races left on her docket, and then we'll see what we do with her. So there you have it. Your 3-year-olds are done. Your 2-year-olds are done. I'll finish up with your racehorses in just a minute.